So this video is about the gear I bring with me when I go bike touring. So you want to see what I got in my panniers? Well, here's my bike. It's a pretty traditional setup. I keep my food and water in the front panniers, and I keep my clothes in the rear panniers. And just a little bit about packing, how to pack your panniers. Just general rule, I like to keep the heavy stuff at the bottom. Low center of gravity is the idea. It looks like I got a lot of stuff, but a lot of it's pretty fluffy. Anyways, I'll strip it all down and show you what I got. Back here, this is where I keep my sleeping bag. So let me take off my sleeping bag. I keep my sleeping bag and my pad strapped to the top of my rear rack with bungee cords. I have a high-vis vest just in case I want to wear it, but if I don't wear it, I cover the rear of my bike with it, so it's high visibility. Hopefully, truckers and motorists will see me. I also have a reflective triangle on the back of my bike. It means slow-moving vehicle. Caution. All right, here's my sleeping bag. It's in 2 stuff sacks. This outer stuff sack is just to protect the plastic bag, and the sleeping bag is in the plastic bag. So that keeps it dry in case of the rain. But I'm not going to pull it all out, but there's my sleeping bag. All right. Also strapped to the rear rack is my sleeping pad. I keep my tent poles in there. They stash nicely in this bag. If I'm going to camp out, I have to have my sleeping pad. Gives me a little extra comfort, but it keeps me warm too. Alright, so I got that strapped to my rear rack. And now we can get at the panniers. Alright, I keep my light fluffy stuff on top. Alright, but anyway, kind of break that rule with my camera equipment. Now that I make videos, I carry some camera equipment around with me, and I like to keep that at the top so it's accessible. It's easy to get to. It does kind of violate the keep the heavy stuff on the bottom rule. Sometimes you got to keep the stuff at the top that you're going to access a lot. In this pannier, I keep a camera in this bag, and I'd show you the camera right now, but I'm using it to record this. But that camera goes right in this bag right here. And again, I keep it packed in plastic because I don't want it getting wet. And I have a little container for my microphone. And again, I'd show you my microphone, but I'm using it right now. And I keep it in this little hard case so that it doesn't get smashed. But I keep that right on top so that I can access it real easily when I need to. What else? All right, so clothes. Here's what I got. I keep my clothes in stuff sacks so it's easy to get to. It's nice and packed, and it's easy to find. But I probably carry more clothes than most people. I like to carry about 6 days worth of clean clothes. I know that seems like a lot. Some people only carry 2 days worth of clean clothes, and they just wash their clothes every other day. Well, I hate doing that. So I carry a little bit of extra clothes with me, and I do laundry about every 5 or 6 days. But in my blue stuff sack, this is where I keep my socks and my underwears. I'm not going to pull out all my socks and my underwears. I don't wear underwear with my riding shorts, but at the end of the day, when I'm done taking a nice hot shower, I like to have some clean socks and underwear to put on. What else do I got? All right, in this bag, these are my shorts. All right, I've got baggy shorts that I wear on top, okay, and I've got my riding shorts that I wear underneath. And again, that's I carry about 5 or 6 pair, but I carry my shorts in this bag, my riding shorts. All right, what else? In this bag, I've got more clothes. And again, I always pack in plastic. I just use plastic garbage bags. They're real lightweight, they're cheap, If they get a hole in them, I throw them away, and I got extra garbage bags. I know some people like to use those dry sacks. They're excellent. They're real expensive, and they're heavy, is what I found. But they keep everything waterproof. I found that just plain garbage bags work really well. In my other stuff sack, this is where I carry my t-shirts. And again, you know, I like cotton. Some people like the synthetic fabrics or cycling jerseys. Yeah, that's all good, but I feel more comfortable with my cotton t-shirts. I know that's weird. I'm kind of a dinosaur, but that's just me. But I carry about 5 or 6 t-shirts with me in my bag, and I like to wear a clean one every day. And when they all get used up and they're all dirty, I stop at a laundromat and I do laundry. All right, so anyway, that's what's in this pannier. In my other pannier, more about this later, but this is where I keep my drone. I'll show you later all my camera equipment, but that goes on top on the right pannier. It's easily accessible. It's in a hard case, so it's protected. I know it's kind of heavy, but I like to keep it on top so I can get to it real quick. Keep it in the plastic bag, just in case it rains, it doesn't get wet. I've got some warm clothes, you know, just in case it gets cold. I always carry hat and gloves, and my warm hat covers my ears, you know, so if it's cold morning, I can put on my hat and I can put on my gloves and I can ride comfortably. So I keep that in my pannier, warm hat and gloves, and I carry an extra windbreaker. It's kind of a raincoat windbreaker with a hood, but I always carry that with me just in case. You never know, you know. I'm wearing these track pants right now, but normally I would be wearing shorts, and I pack these track pants in my pannier along with my extra coat just in case. And I also bring this coat along too. So I've got, just in case it gets cold out, and I've been stranded out in the cold, and I know what it's like. And I hate being stranded out in the cold. So I carry my track pants, my extra jacket, and my windbreaker all in my right pannier, just in case. So that's my cold weather clothes, my warm clothes. All right, what else? All right, so also in my right pannier, I have my charging equipment. Again, I'll show you more of this later, but this is more for my electronic equipment, my cameras and things like this. But all my cables and batteries and extra stuff like that all fits into this little stuff sack right here. Put that in the plastic bag, and that goes in my pannier. And one more thing, this is my tent. It's heavy, so I put it at the bottom, and I only pull it out when I need it, and I'm not going to roll it out right now. But anyway, I always carry my tent with me. It's a REI quarter dome. It weighs about 3 pounds. In the old days, I had a Eureka tent that weighed about 10 pounds, and I would carry that with me everywhere I went. Well, this is a 3-pound tent. It's ultra light. I love it, and I keep it in the bottom of my bag, and I carry the poles, and if I have to camp out, I got my tent. So anyways, that's what's in the main compartments of my panniers. Let me just put all this stuff back. All right, so what else do I got in my bags? Well, I've got this reflector. It's a blinky light, a little red blinky light. That's nice to have in case you get caught out after dark or get caught in a rainstorm. It's good to have my red blinky light. Get that hooked right here on my pannier just in case. I have, that's an extra inner tube. Keep that in the bag. Here's my lightweight lock and cable. Wow, I used to carry a big heavy cable that weighed about 5 pounds. Now I carry this really lightweight little tiny lock with me and this real lightweight cable. And I know a professional thief would buzz right through this in no time at all. But if I have to lock up my bike for just a few minutes and I don't feel comfortable, it discourages the casual thief. So let's put it that way. And it's very lightweight, and I keep it in my pannier just in case. And I rarely have to use it. All right, the top here, something easily accessible. All right, what do I got? It's for my camera, for my GoPro. It's a little extension with a clamp on it, so I can put that, clamp my GoPro onto something. Take movies. I've got spare toilet paper. I don't go anywhere without spare toilet paper. Notice it's not a whole roll. It's maybe a fourth of a roll, just what's left over. But I put it in a plastic bag and I put that in my pannier because you never know, just in case. In the days of the pandemic, I've got some extra masks, you know, just in case. And I keep those right up top of my, easily accessible and lightweight. On the other side, this is where I keep my raincoat. All right, I'm not going to pull it out of the pack, but that's my rain jacket, and I keep it on top so in case it starts raining, it's easy to find and easy to get to. Also, I've got my first aid kit. Again, something I never want to use, but I keep it on the top and I keep it easy to find. I keep a GoPro back here in this pouch, in this pocket. This is my selfie stick, and I can turn that on and take all kinds of cool shots while I'm riding down the road. But I keep that easy to get to right here in my rear pocket. I got one more pocket. That's where I keep my toiletries. Soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, comb, razor, shaving cream, you know, all the little things, the little essentials. I keep in this little bag and I keep it easy to find. All right, so that's what's in my rear panniers. I got my stove fuel. Let's put the stove together. That's about all it is. And we'll just give it a couple minutes. Alright, well, so what's in the front panniers? My front panniers look like they're full, but there's actually a lot of empty space. But that's where I would keep my food, my cooking gear, extra water. I keep my air pump in the front pannier. So anyways, let's see what I got in my front panniers. Another inner tube, keep that handy. On the top, I've got, some wet ones. These are handy. Keep these wipes in there just in case I can't find a shower. String, so if I got to tie up my packs. See, I keep my food in the front, so if I have to camp out and I have to tie my packs up, I just tie my front packs up. I always carry an extra pair of walking shoes. And I keep them in my front panniers. They take up a lot of space, but they're not real heavy. But that's what I mean by my front panniers got a lot of empty space in them. My cooking gear. This is like a saucepan. It's lightweight, compact. So if I ever have to cook out, I can put food in there and cook it. My saucepan. I got something to boil water. And I always carry some oatmeal in case I don't have any food. It's like an emergency food source. I keep that in my cook pot, keep that in my front pannier, and if I need to, I can stop and boil some water and make some oatmeal on the fly. And I've actually had to do that before. I carry my sit-upon. More about the sit-upon later. Here's my air pump and extra water bottle. It's a quart of water. Keep it in the insulated container so it stays cold. Nothing worse than drinking hot water. Sea to Summit. My Sea to Summit bowl. Again, it's empty. Nothing in it. But I can put food in there, like my lunch. Put that in there. It won't get smashed. And be ready to eat when I'm ready. Can of fuel. So I keep my tools. Again, heavy stuff at the bottom. I've got a couple of screwdrivers, pliers, Allen wrenches, and all packed up in that little packet are some wrenches, different sizes, all the ones that I would need to tighten anything on my bike. So I don't have my full tool kit, but I've got enough to get me down the road. Heavy stuff at the bottom. I've got another water bottle. My stove and some extra plastic bags to keep my stuff dry. Well, the only thing left is my handlebar bag. What do I keep in there? All right, it is pouring rain. One piece of equipment that I always bring with me when I go bike touring is a sit-upon. This thing, it's just a little piece of mat. It weighs next to nothing. But I sit on it everywhere I go, and it keeps my butt dry. Anyway, in my handlebar bag, this is where I keep valuable things like my wallet, extra camera, my little pocket gimbal, flashlight, vaccine card, yeah, and my drone license. Got to keep that handy just in case. Extra maps, my journal, and that's where I keep my Bible, right there, just in case. Got to have that. Keep that all right here in my front bag. Nothing heavy, just stuff that I need to get to right away or stuff that's real valuable and lightweight. Got my map pouch here. Patch kit. Extra brake and shifter cables. Tire irons for repairing a flat tire. Chain lube, keep that all up front. Little pair of scissors. Small roll of electric black tape. Just little miscellaneous things in the front, lightweight, that I have to get to quickly. Little bicycle maintenance items in the front bag. So anyways, that's what's in my handlebar bag. All right, well, here I am. Falls of Rough. It's pretty nice. Go back to nature, you know. Just wanted to show you my camera equipment that I take with me when I make my bike touring videos. This is my M50. It's a Canon. It's a real nice camera. It's nice and compact. It takes great pictures. It's a nice little camera. And I carry this little tripod. It's lightweight, it's compactable, and I strap it to the back of my bike. But that's my camera A, my A camera. All right. I've got my pocket gimbal. This is a fancy little camera. It takes 4K footage, and it's on a gimbal, so it's nice and smooth. But I take a lot of B-roll footage with my DJI pocket gimbal camera. Nice and small, meant for traveling. I've got a GoPro. Actually, I have two GoPros. I've got one GoPro that's mounted on the handlebars that I take shots with. And then I've got this other GoPro that's on a stick. I'm not a big fan of the selfie, but I use this sometimes to take some different shots with. You know, it's an action camera. You do just about anything with it. That's the nice thing about the GoPro. So I've got that. Of course, I've got my phone. That's a nice camera. I take a lot of still shots with it, and it's just real handy if it's something quick. I just grab my phone and go take a picture of it, or go take a video of it. I've got a DJI Mini Mavic, under 250 grams. Take some really nice shots. That all fits in the carrying case. Controller, batteries, cables, hook it up to the phone, all ready to go. This is where I keep the microphone. Right now the microphone's on top of the camera that's recording this. It's a Rode mic, so I get a much better quality voice track on my audio. And that's why my voice sounds so good coming through the Rode mic. And yeah, somehow it all fits on there. But it's kind of a traditional setup, nothing fancy. I know a lot of people travel ultra light, wouldn't carry half that stuff. But what you carry in your bags is really a matter of personal choice. What you think is important, I might think, oh, I could leave that at home. And little items that I think, hey, wow, that would make my trip so much better, that I want to carry with me, that will just make it a little bit more comfortable. Other people would say, why are you carrying that garbage? You know, so it's really a matter of personal preference of what you carry in your panniers and what not. So, you know, you want to plan for every possible scenario, every possible emergency, but there's no way you can plan for everything. So you take the things that you think you need and you pick up the rest of the stuff on the way. If there's anything that you forgot or anything that you really need, you can always just stop at a Walmart or a Walgreens or any store. So those are the basics. So you probably have one or two questions. One, why do you carry that? Or two, how come you don't carry this? I really think that a lot of the other things that you bring with you or don't bring with you really depend on where you're going, how long you're going to be gone, and what time of year you're going to be riding. Like, for example, if I were going to ride to Alaska, I would definitely bring mosquito netting. If I'm going to be riding in early spring or late fall, I might need to bring extra warm clothes with me. But bike touring is not for the faint of heart. It's for the adventurous. There's going to be times when you're uncomfortable. There's going to be times when you want to quit and go home. I know I've been there. But if you carry the right gear and you have the right frame of mind and you're willing to be flexible and spontaneous, you should be okay. And as you get more miles under your belt and you get more days logged, your confidence grows and pretty soon bike touring becomes second nature. So anyway, if there's something that you bring with you when you go bike touring that is kind of interesting that I wouldn't even think of, let me know. Or maybe there's something I'm carrying with me that you wouldn't even have thought of. Let me know that too, and leave a comment below. And as always, thanks for watching. Now go ride your bike.